Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Against the Storm. We've finally gotten our more advanced construction material stuff up and running. So we have our brickyard, we have our weaver, and then the carpenter is 2 fabric away from being able to start up production of planks, which is great news. We'll be able to build our more advanced materials at a more cost-effective rate. Because before that, we were using the crude workshop, which is the worst building you can use to make those things. But you have to make do with what you have early on. You guys have already run out of resources, so let's switch you to brick. I like to use clay for making brick, but stone is actually one resource we can get more of on this map. We should probably build ourselves a stonecutter's camp. We won't be able to really place it in here until this this woodcutter's camp gets itself in here and chunks out these trees, but we'll get close to that soon. We're gonna move you guys over here. And I think I would like to cut my way into this dangerous glade. Not right away, but soon. Basically, when the storm is cleared, I would like to cut into the glade and then try to deal with this dangerous glade right away. Danger. Things are still doing fine. Our resolve is fine. And they're building the carpenter's camp. Fantastic. We would like to see options that give us more beavers. We have a lot of opportunities for beavers to work. Beavers like to work in the carpentry. They like to work in the woodcuttery camp. We just don't. We have a dearth of beavers right now. This guy's working real hard. He got us two packs of crops. We've already got packs of provisions. Oh, hey, he did the whole thing. So actually, we can go ahead and not disassemble, but turn that off. And then we can turn in 3 packs. So something to keep in mind, and we've talked about this before, is the queen's impatience. As it rises, it makes your people more resilient to hostility. But when you kick it down, the opposite is true, is that now all of a sudden, your people are less resilient. So you got to be careful that when you're doing that during the storm, it's not making the hostility suddenly shoot through the roof. But our hostility is so low, it doesn't really matter. Now, I'm not really sure what I want to pick here, because we don't have access to anything the herbalist camp would do for us. We don't have access to any meat, and we still don't have access to any fertile ground. So I'm going to hold off on picking this blueprint for a sec until we maybe have some clarity on what kind of resources are available to us, because I don't really want to waste a blueprint. All right, we've punched through the storm. I would like you guys to enter the dangerous glade now. I know you want me to choose a blueprint, but I refuse for now, respectfully. 3 humans and a lizard, 2 lizards, a beaver, and a human. So it's 4 and 4. I think I'm gonna get the one with the woodworking beaver and put him to work in here as well. So I'm gonna set the limits here pretty high for our building materials. So we're gonna do 30 and 30. You've run out of materials to use, which is a little unfortunate. And then we're gonna use 30 here as well. So you guys are out of stuff to do too. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a human out of there and put well, let's hold on to the human for a sec. What have we discovered? What the hell is this? What on earth? Water strider molt, a leathery exoskeleton left behind by a juvenile water strider. It's better to collect the skin this way than come across a live wild specimen. Requires a gathering camp. Dude, you can get leather from this thing? They're huge. What the heck? And then there's a bunch of rock. Oh, there's salt and copper. Neat. And then we have a large encampment so we could get more people, which I think I would love to do. Let's give them some mushrooms, put 2 lizards on it, and have at it. Now, so this is the dangerous part of the dangerous glade, is the rain spirit totem. So we could burn it down, which would give us reeds and meat. We don't really have anything to burn it down with. Or we could perform a ritual, which we have a lot of resin to do so, and that would give us this converted rain totem, which would knock down hostility by 50, which I think I will totally do. Forest hostility is temporarily increased by 100. It is only active when the corresponding glade event is being worked on. If we don't deal with this for 13 minutes, it will destroy all of our roads, and our villagers will move will move 30% slower. So we want to deal with this before then. I'm going to just deal with it right now because the storm just ended. So get our people in there, dealing with it. The hostility is kicked up to level 1 for now, but that'll go away. How long is this going to take? 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So that should be gone well before the next storm shows up. We have a new cornerstone. So from the ashes, gain 2 wildfire essence for every completed dangerous glade. And then fossils contain valuable surprises. Gain 2 amber for every 20 sea marrow produced. I don't even know if sea marrow is even, like, available on this map. We do have fertile soil. So I think we'll go to the blueprint and choose the herb garden, because we can at least make use of that. Yeah, I'm just not convinced that there's actually any sea marrow on the thing, and I don't really care about wildfire essence right now, so I'm actually going to decline this just to get amber, because we could use that to clear the trading post guy, and we'll go ahead and build the trading post now. I know I talked about that last episode and then I never did it. Better late than never. Alright, and you're going to move over here so we can start chopping through this stone. We're going to wait to assign people to that for a sec. Because we'll get 4 more people once you guys have cleared this event. And then we'll have 2 people freed up from that. We'll have 2 people freed up from that. So we'll actually have like 8 people that we can move places. You guys have done a great job chopping through the woods here. We're going to go ahead and build a road all the way out here to this stuff. And then we would like to get an herbalist camp going so we can, like, this is a great source of leather. This is crazy. It's 180 leather from these 3 guys. It's nuts. We could go ahead and build the herb garden as well, but I think I'll hold off on that. We still want to activate the butcher before we do anything here. Trading post is done. We have a new person. We don't want to spend our amber just yet, though, because we need to turn 5 of it in. So before I get too excited, let's go ahead and clear that. And then what do you have available? Buildings increase storage capacity. Shoe production is increased. Or biscuits can now be produced at the kiln. We don't have enough amber for any of those things. So I'm honestly just going to ignore this trader. Thank you, Sahilda, for showing up, but we will not be interacting. So we already have a butcher. As long as we don't destroy that building, I don't feel the need to get another one. Bakery would be good, but we need to get access to flour, and we need a mill in order to get access to flour first. So let's get the mill going. And then once they've cleared this swamp wheat, it might actually be a good idea to start thinking about getting this place set up. Because you can make you can make flour out of wheat, but you can also make flour out of roots. I should have put you like that. Okay. And then we're gonna build a path here. All right, where do I want to start wood cutting? I think I'll just keep wood cutting away at the forest here to give us more place to build, and then also just get us a bunch more wood. Oh, nice. Look at how many people we have. Let's replace the human with a beaver. I just need more beavers in this town. Put these lizards to work on rebuilding this building. And that'll give us access to a higher tier food. And that'll be really good because I think that'll push lizard resolve above the low threshold here. And then they'll all be in a great mood. We want to get some more shelter. Get those shelters rolling. And then you guys have finished this, so we can actually move you closer. The great thing about this guy is it counts for a specific type of decoration. But we haven't unlocked that necessary need yet, so right now it's just the hostility bonus, which is still really good, so I'm not complaining for sure. Deliver grain would give us a bunch of humans, bricks, and porridge, or make lizard resolve real high, and then sell goods worth at least 8 amber to a trader. That is good because it would get us woodcutting improvement. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then make it a goal to get the beaver. The beaver resolve is actually already above 20, so we're totally good there. Oh, open or send abandoned caches. That one should be really easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then advanced materials. Actually, this is a really good time to pause real quick and see what we can even produce as far as advanced materials. So you would be able to make luxury goods for us. And I think somebody else could make trade goods, right? Nope, more luxury goods. Can you make trade goods, Mr. Butcher? Nope. Nope. Okay. I imagined that. So we have the ability to make luxury goods, at least. And which is none is none of the things they've asked for. So I take it all back. Packs of goods are produced faster. Makeshift post, makeshift. Oh, that's right. So if you mouse over these things, you see where it says produced in right below the description. If they're glowing blue, that means you own the blueprint or you have that building. So the only one we could actually produce here is provisions and crops, and it would be in the makeshift post, which is the worst place to do that. Cobbler, clothier, smithy, scribe, lumber mill. Neither of these are really a good pick, but I'm going to go ahead and pick this one just to have that cleared. And then we have a lot more stone over here, which is kind of interesting. The herb garden has no farm fields. Well, we'll fix that in a second. And by a second, I mean right now. And then we'll put our humans to work so they can start gathering us roots. We also need to put people to work in here so we can get stone rolling. And then we would also like to put our lizards to work, producing skewers. I think we'll put a limit of 30. And then meat, and then we'll just stick with... Oh, and then we have the ability to produce oil. I didn't realize the butcher could make oil. I would rather not use food. I would rather use grain. And I would like to set this limit at 15. And then put the lizard people to work in the butchery. So the butchery will help us clear the need for jerky. And then also help us clear the feast with the 15 oil. This guy's almost done. We'll put our humans to work once the farm fields are created. Everybody has a house. That's great. And the lizard resolve has pushed above the blue, which means we're gaining blue reputation passively right now. Everything's going great. All right, people work in the farm. This cycle's kind of shot, but they won't be able to harvest anything anyway. Because you harvest in the clearance and there's nothing to harvest, so whatever. You guys are going to continue hacking along. I think I'm going to position you right here. You guys can continue cutting whatever trees you feel like cutting. But we would like to be able to cut into this dangerous glen after the next storm cycle happens. Furnace would get us pie, skewers, and copper bars. It's not a high priority for me right now, but, you know, eventually. We would like to get a rain mill going, because it'll allow us to produce... It'll allow us to produce flour, which we can then use in biscuits. Small foragers camp. Oh, you guys finished. Good job. I'm going to put you right next to our fish hut, because I don't have any use for you right now. You have produced all the bricks you need. You are currently working on fabric. You're going to run out of resources pretty quick, too. What are we at for planks? Planks is doing fine. I'm actually going to steal that lizard from there. I'm going to go ahead and get these people working on the mill. And then I'm going to have them start rebuilding this guy. Yeah. Just to have it done. And so farming is the proficiency. Engineering, it makes them comfortable. So I'm going to actually just put people to work in here. Humans. And instead of using the grain, I would actually rather use the roots, because that is a renewable resource for us right now. Paste and scrolls, maybe we'll start making those eventually, but for now I'm just going to have you guys focus on flour. Low on food, I understand. Fear not. We'll be fine. Actually, we're really low on food. How did that happen? I guess we don't really have access to any food right now. The only food that we have coming out here will be the herb garden. But now they're actually going to start making food, so that'll be good. We would like to cut into this glen here. And part of it is I think our butchery has like sucked up a lot of the food to produce these higher tier food resources. So as the butchery starts completing stuff, our food, our low food resources will go down. Yeah, the butchery actually sucked up all of the ingredients, which is totally fine, because they're going to actually produce more food than they take in. We just need to get them to make the food faster. Storm will be done in 45 seconds. I'm going to move you guys a little closer to the woods that you're cutting. We've got 6 out of 15 oil, that's great. Jerky, 3 out of 8. We do just need to sell goods to a trader. And then this one's the only one I'm like, I don't have a plan for it. That's all I got. We don't have any roots yet. Maybe I take a person out of here until we're ready. Secure perimeter. Securing the deadliest corners of the forest will make it a lot less terrifying. Completing a Forbidden Glade event reduces the hostility gained. It is retroactive, and we have cleared one already. Honestly, I think I like that one, because we're planning on cutting into this dangerous glade right now, too. So that'll be two glades that we've cleared. Why are you guys working so slowly? You've managed to sow only 2 out of 13 fields. No gathering nodes near the stonecutters camp. We'll fix that. There's a lot of stone to be had over here, so don't worry. I'm kind of thinking we should probably build a small warehouse right here, because we have a lot of resources that are flowing in from this side of the village, and then they'd have to take them all the way over here if we wanted to. So I think I'd rather put them in this small warehouse so they don't have to travel as far. You guys are going to hack your way in there, so that's good. Newcomers are waiting, my bad. More beavers, yes. Or the food would be really helpful because we are low on food. Honestly, yeah, we can make use of the people regardless. They don't have to be all beavers. Where are all our beavers working right now? Oh, We should switch you out for a lizard, so everybody gets bonus resolve. And then you can come work over here. Fantastic. Humans. And then you guys can be lizards, so you can get some leather going. Almost cut in here. Fantastic. More newcomers. Lo and behold, we found the sea marrow that I didn't know existed. And we should start gathering herbs here, because we can utilize that. Was it for oil? No. There was something that I could use herbs for, and I can't remember what it was. Alright, we've cut into the dangerous glade, so we need to prioritize that. Oh, the stone-tooth termite burrow is really, really useful. If you can finish this event, it gives you passive food production. So a contained stone-tooth termite barrow provides 5 insects per minute. So you just get passive food, which is really, really nice. The other thing we could do is we could burn it, which would give us stone, clay, and insects production. But we'd need a way to produce insects, and I just don't have that right now. So I think we're going to go ahead and just produce this. It'll give us a -5 to global resolve, but everybody's relatively high right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the beavers. I'm gonna put the lizards on this one. Go ahead and tame those termites for us, and then we can get some more passive food production, which will be great for us. The more food access we have, the better. I would like to be able to utilize salt for our jerky production instead of the wood. But oh, you need a mine to mine salt. That's interesting. So I could plunk down this mine right here, and we could get a bunch of salt from that. Maybe I will. We'll hold off on that for a second. We're doing a bunch of other stuff right now. Still no fish. We can put people to work here, gathering our berries, mushrooms, and herbs, which is good. Maybe a little closer. You guys, what do I do with you? I think I do want more people. We don't have any food. We don't have any food to give you guys. I'm sorry. Well, in that case, maybe we do send them to the Citadel just to get them out of here. Oops. Need to assign a person in a second. All right, let's take those people out of there. They don't have any stuff to work on. Doo-doot. Need for jerky has been fulfilled. We need to maintain that for 2 minutes. When's the next trader coming? In 2 minutes. Okay. There is a cache over here. We could send that to the queen, but we need more tools. Or we could open it, and it would get us ancient tablets, which can be really useful, and they're very valuable. It would also allow our workers, or glade events, to carry more stuff, too. I think we're just gonna crack it open. Just because it'll get us the event, or the order completed quicker. I'll go ahead and crack it open with rock. We have a lot of rock coming in. We finished the termite, so now we have a passive termite production of 5 per minute. It's not a ton of food, but you know, every little bit of food counts. Once again, the lizard's resolve is back above its threshold, so we're going to continue gaining passive resolve, which is great. Oil is being produced slowly, so that one will get ticked off soon. I think we do want to produce jerky at the highest level, followed by skewers, and then if you have any leftover time, you can produce oil. You guys are farming as fast as you can. We might need to build a second farm. Oh, we finished jerky. 2 more people have arrived. More shelters needed. Zorg has arrived, so we would like to trade 8 amber worth of goods with him. So let's go ahead and set up the trade offer at 8. And we would like to sell something. Can I just sell all my dye? I don't think I'm using it for anything. That's only worth 1.8. Like parts are worth a lot, but there's no way to make them. So it's hard to... Honestly, like, trade goods is the way to go. Maybe we hold off on that for a second, and then we just produce a bunch of luxury goods in, like, the flawless cooperage. But we also don't have any of these high-tier items. I guess we could try to produce scrolls somewhere, right? Yeah! Okay. Alright, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's leverage scroll production into luxury production. I mean, honestly, any of these things I would be happy to turn into stuff. But we'll actually produce some scrolls. And then we can transform those into luxury goods, which we can then sell and then complete our other order. More orders have arrived, and I have barely knocked out any of the other ones. Beaver Resolve above 22? We already knocked out the other Beaver Resolve one. And that was pretty good. Coat fulfilling would be pretty good. It would just be... I was going to say, it would be perfect right now if they gave me the option to produce coats, but they didn't. Skewers, biscuits, and porridge. Ale porridge and packs of crops. I'm not thrilled about any of these. The provisioner is good for doing trading, because you need packs of provisions to trade, but I don't think we've even unlocked the ability to trade with other people yet. And I don't have the ability to re-roll these guys either. Like, we already have the ability to make skewers. Porridge and biscuits are both useful, though, so let's go ahead and get the cookhouse. Pie is good, but... the cookhouse, like... Wow, the cookhouse is way bigger than I remember it being. Let's get this guy out of here. I don't even know if I really need you anymore. I guess maybe if we decide to build all those packs, but might not. Alright, cookhouse. It's like right there. It's a huge building. Enormous. All right, goodbye, Zorg. You can. Oh, you're not big enough. So this is a large node. We need access to a forager's camp to be able to make that work for us. Ooh, we did gain a reputation just on lizard rep alone. Ah, you guys keep giving me garbage buildings. I don't want either of these. This one's okay because coal is just a better burning resource than wood is, so I would actually be happy to get a kiln up and running here. But man, that's kind of some low rolls on buildings I'd like to see. Now, where do we want to be carving away at the forest here? Like, do we want to cut into this dangerous glade over here? We might. In fact, I'm going to. Paint it all. And then we're going to tell them to avoid cutting into the glade for now, because the storm is coming. Did you guys manage to clear this entire farm? You didn't. It was close, but not quite. Okay. You did your best, but didn't work out the way I intended. Put these lizards to work in here. Coal is going to be the priority here. Jerky is better in the butcher, so we're actually going to turn that off. And bricks are better in the brickyard, so we're going to turn that one off as well. And you guys, your entire job is to produce as much coal as possible. And then once we actually have a backlog of coal stored up, we're just going to turn off burning wood in the furnace. Oh, we're actually burning oil. No wonder I can't clear this oil job. It's because they're throwing the oil right into the furnace. Oh, that's funny. No gathering nodes near the herbalist camp. Well, we'll fix that. Move you all the way over here. We want to build a warehouse all the way out here. I would like to, just because this is so far away. But there's really no other buildings out there. We could start building like an industry district out here, but I think it's kind of a... It'd be kind of a waste to do that for now. You guys are kind of like doubling up the work. I'm actually going to move you all the way over here. And then you can just kind of carve out this chunk of the forest. The salt is kind of in the way, but that's okay. Yeah, I would love to get the ability to make coats. We could always just buy the coats, and then that would be a way to resolve that guy. Better stone production. I think that's what I want to do. Just access to more stones would be good. The cookhouse is the same as the butcher and the same as the furnace for skewers. So I'm actually going to have you guys focus on porridge and biscuits. And I'm going to set these limits at 30 and 30. And then in order to make porridge, you actually need some sort of rainwater. So we're actually, this is the first time we're going to be doing this, is building this rain collector, which will gather rain in all of the seasons. The type of rain it gathers depends on the season. So there's drizzle water, clearance water, and storm water, and those all get gathered depending on the type of season it is. But we're going to plop you down, just like right here is fine, I think. And then they will store up water in here, and then that will get utilized in the cookhouse. You guys are producing a lot of coal. That's fantastic. Got lots of jerky. Realizing I just need more villagers again. Aha! 1 lizard and 4 beavers. I think I would like this mix of people here. And we'll just put 2 humans to collect water, 2 lizards to be making biscuits and porridge. And honestly, the lizard resolve is like going to be driving a lot of our stuff. You just saw, so the queen's impatience got knocked down, which actually pushed the lizard's resolve further down, so they're no longer generating just passive resolve for us. But that's okay. Hi, skewers. We're making skewers in the other place. And then honestly, copper bars are not super high priority for us, so... Like, maybe we'll make pie eventually. I think I'd rather focus on the biscuits for now. And then we'll be maxed out on bricks over there. We don't have access to the special housing for anybody yet. That's like a specific blueprint that shows up. But I haven't even seen that yet, so... Oh, you guys should be cutting into the glade here. Okay, we're about halfway through the village right now. But I think things will start to snowball for us here relatively quickly as we continue to work here. So, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Against the Storm or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!